Welcome to this week's Cattle Call. I'm Susan Littlefield here on the Rural Radio Network. And as you can tell, I am not in my normal studio. We are actually at the Nebraska State Fair. We are in the KRVN booth, which of course you hear a lot of background noise as folks are getting ready for the big kickoff of what we're going to see with the State Fair. Lots of things happening, and you're going to see coworkers walking behind me as we're setting, and we got phones going off. That'd be Brad's phone as you see Brad Kooima joining us. He is with Kooima and Varlick out of Sioux Center, Iowa. So, Brad, to start out, as we look at these markets and especially this August cattle, are you ready for the month of August to be over?
Oh, boy, am I ever, for sure. Sorry about that. Unprofessional.
Hey, I'm at the State Fair. Anything's possible.
It's all good. Yeah, well, one of the things that the challenge of this delivery process this month has been, you and I have talked about over and over the incredible disparity between the cash price in the north and the cash price in the south. I don't know who keeps records of these things, but as I look back, when we're getting this thing $4, $5, and $6 apart, that's the widest that I can find historically. So if you're up here in the north and you feel like, hey, numbers are super tight, and they are, yeah, I'll show you. That's how tight they are. See that line? That's the lowest number of cattle marketings in the last 5 years for Iowa. Okay. The frustration for us up here is like, well, golly, if these people would get their act together and get this market going in the south, we could get going. Then that's been particularly exacerbated by this delivery process where you have, for the most part, one particular entity that continues to post notice for delivery. And it's a free country. I guess he thinks that's his best bid. But what's happened is it takes anybody that's long August cattle has to get out of the way because he doesn't want to take delivery because he can't get them dead because the packers are all bought out 3-4 weeks, right? So the whole process itself has been extremely frustrating. We got a couple days left, and let's hope that when we get out of this month, that some of those delivery shenanigans that I think have not helped our market at all, at least they'll be behind us then.
Is there some frustrations with kill numbers? I mean, you and I are talking on a Thursday, and we know that some of these plants are having struggles.
Yeah, coming on, we're so, what have you done for us lately anymore? Last week, 665, huge kill. I think it was a tie for the biggest kill since the Holcomb fire in August of 19. And then this week we're all bummed out because we can't get cattle dead. Sometimes I wonder what we have to react to. But yes, that is definitely part of the market. That's part of the reason that the market's been softer the last 2 days. Particular problems at a couple of plants where one, I believe, was some sort of a computer issue that I think got resolved. I think they're okay today. Another plant in Kansas that's having trouble with a water issue, that's hurt them. They're probably not even getting run at half speed here. So, you see a 114 kill today, for instance. We should be killing 120 or 21 even. Right away people worry that we're not getting enough cattle dead on a timely basis. I don't know. One robin doesn't make it spring. I guess I'm not ready to freak out over a couple of days. Hopefully, maybe they'll make it up at another plant. Maybe they'll make it up on a Saturday.
So is that part of the reason why we're seeing such all over the boards with the cash this week?
I think so. So like up in my neck of the woods, my brother sells my cattle for me. I got 130 picked up. Yeah, my own cattle. I know it because they were mine, right? To a regional. And then you hear about people selling cattle at 122. A few people taking this 202 money in the meetup in Nebraska. I'm surprised. I thought we would, do a little bit better than that, but yeah, I get it. You got to do what you got to do. So terrific disparity, and the packer is still chasing grade. Choice select spread is $31. So if you've got cattle that are going to grade a high percentage of choice and primes, they're worth more. It always kind of cracks me up when people tell me that, well, you have to have a grid or you have to have some AMA to be able to express any kind of quality. I would say that yesterday they just expressed quality because I got bid $5 100 more than what the rest of them are getting bid. So I mean, some of this is extremely frustrating to me lately. It's particularly with all this talk about how fantastic AMAs are. But anyway, we beat that horse to death. Everybody knows how I feel about that.
Yeah. As we wrap this up, big fund rolls, are we going to see that continue for this cattle market?
Yes, we are. And we've seen some funds come after this market this week, and that I am encouraged by. We saw a nice increase in the open interest this week. That tells me they're back to play a little bit. We had a breakout on the charts. I thought we held support nicely today. Let's hope tomorrow's an up day. We can put some of this outside news behind us, not just the kill, but some of this other terrible news that we're hearing here on a global basis. And maybe we can feel a little bit better about ourselves here. I think the cattle market by itself is okay, Susan.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for joining us this week. These commodity futures and options do involve substantial risk of loss, and they're not suitable to all investors. That's this week's Cattle Call. I'm Susan Littlefield on the Rural Radio Network.